because I have a philosophically punk rock background, I believe in destroying the stage. So don't worry, I will fix it. I destroyed the stage. My critics always tell me that my poetry does not make sense, and so I have to say something that does make sense. Three things I want to say. Number one, when I was a lad, long ago, I went to Sunday school and I read about the children of Israel. And as a kid, I always knew that they were different people, far away, lived in the desert, and they had strange names like Hezekiah, they weren't of my culture. But I knew that I had to read them and study them, and their successes, their failures, their triumphs, their victories, how they talked to God was what I needed to study, because that related to how I should talk to God in my failures and successes and victories. And so as a kid, I knew from a young age, because I was taught properly by my pastors what real diversity was through understanding the children of Israel. So as I grew up, it was easier for me to understand, to look at the other cultures. My neighbors were Mexican and Chinese and Filipino, so it was always easy for me. And so I say all this because next month is Women's History Month, and those of us who are not women can learn from women. And so my point is that all these history months are to help us to learn from one another and celebrate with one another, because just like I learned from the children of Israel, learning from somebody else, as my hero Bruce Lee said, all knowledge leads to self-knowledge. So I hope that as we end Black History Month, that you've learned and celebrated, and as we move on to the next, you can take a piece and grow as a person. Second thing I want to say is that the movie Sinners came out last year, and that dealt with the blues. And rock and roll is very powerful, is very popular, and country is very popular, but they both came from the blues. What we're going to do today is performance poetry. Rap music is very popular, but it came from what we're going to do right now, performance poetry. It's always the older art that does not get credit. So and I'm a big proponent of preserving the older art forms. The third thing is we only had 90 minutes of practice, so we're going to do the best we can. And I got to put my reading glasses on because I'm blind without them. Sorry. I'm blind with them.
Ray Charles reference.
All right, ready? Good. Boy in the midst of the cardboard sea, marching without a horn, marching past homeless shelters and LAPD, marching past the scorn. My skin is political, though political I am not, says he, marching in shoes, tattered and worn. Systems that bend the eagle's wings are systems that he must succumb to in order to eat, stomping in shoes, tattered and worn. We look towards the sea to see the dusk. Strange how sunsets medicate as we meditate before the fading of us. Those who came in chains gave birth to change and still exist, though the news moves now to somewhere new. My memory duels the prejudiced pens of reporters, telling tales at paces too powerful for the faces of reporters. My memory duels like water wearing away a rock, or tides sending to shore something new, something uncovered.
Take your time, you'll find your self-control and be free.
more than a love song. The village paid the price for me. The standing patriots get mad, forgetting that kneeling only hurt the knee. It never hurt the flag. Older than 1619, older than Old Glory. Left or right, conservative or liberal, no party can save our people. Fools wish to rule the sun, the bringer of the dawn. Formed from the faults of cop lines. Is it the fault of earthquakes that push the people to quake? And picket like fences, eruptions rule LA. On a hill romantic under the moon, we watch billionaires declare world peace. But fear is the foe of freedom, my people. Fear is the foe of love.
So take your time, 'cause you'll find yourself and be free. Take your time. You'll find your self-control and be
Lighthouses lit harbors long before liberty was statuesque, finding fellowship in pugilistic elements, the combat sport of wind and sea. See, destiny understood. Walt Whitman would have birthed the blues. Instead, it needed a black hand, a field voice, cotton in the vocal cords. The loss of freedom, the loss of health, the loss of language, the loss of love of self. I celebrate myself by drumming away those losses. The drums of slaves still beat inside of me, though I am free, and I am free by reasons of those drums. In sacred seasons, I am stronger in the dark, where woodwinds leave their bluesy mark. By reasons slow, by reasons faster, by rhythm's reasons, I am stronger than the masters. A colored constellation racing to be seen. America is bold and versus sunrise. Two coasts and worlds between. By bayou and prairie, by desert and peak, people equally as varied, yes, people equally, though not all seen.